You know, Deontay Wilder, he really is that gift that keeps on giving. He really truly is. I mean, I'd never seen a fighter in all my time watching the sport of boxing, and even when you go back and look through the course of boxing history, I've never seen a fighter as deluded or come up with so many excuses as to why they lost their respective fights. Deontay Wilder, following on from the first Tyson Fury defeat. I mean, I've already talked about it very briefly, but it's just unbelievable. Like, I've never seen anything like it, and I'm probably missing a few that he came out with. The referee was in on it. Mark Breland was in on it. He was spiked. It was egg weights. It was faulty gloves. It was the suit. He was injured. He had an autopsy. Honestly, like, I mean, these are people could. If you took someone who didn't watch boxing and you said someone said all these things, you would have. If you said autopsy at the start, you would have lost them straight away. They would have said, nah, you're talking absolute BS. And then you'd actually say, well, actually, no, we're not talking BS. This is actually what he's coming out with. He loses again. And do you remember in the run-up to the Fury Trilogy fight when he was doing that training footage, it was he cheated. Listen, I'm no lover of Tyson Fury by no stretch of the imagination, but if there's one thing he didn't do in that Deontay Wilder rematch was cheat. No, sir, he did not. Did a very fantastic job in that rematch. The Trilogy fight was more competitive. It was closer. But Fury still ultimately won. That was a more devastating end than the rematch. Fury still won. And Wilder has his rematch with Hellenius, does what he needs to do there, then has back-to-back losses. One of them was pretty devastating, particularly devastating actually. And now it's of a broken arm that happened last November, but I never realised until, well, now, a year later. You really would notice something like a broken arm for that extended period of time. Just saying. And it was, look, I did the video on it, had a laugh, and I did something to laugh. It's not, a broken arm is not something to laugh about, but it's the fact that it's this guy and the way he says it, and the way this is why, and making up these excuses. It's just ridiculous with Deontay Wilder. It really is. And I used to look at Wilder and Fury and think, do you know what? Tyson Fury, although in terms of, like, Wilder is just what Wilder is. That's Deontay Wilder, alright? But I used to think Tyson Fury, although I wouldn't trust him to tell me the right time in a room full of clocks, I think he'd be a lot more gracious if and when he loses than Deontay Wilder ever would be. I don't think he would go and start making those same bizarre accusations or coming up with this reason or that reason. I thought that John might do it because John, it's, Hughie Fury when he lost to Joseph Parker. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You political something, this young man, blah, 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 making up all these excuses. In a fight that was a stinker. It was a horrible fight. And to be honest with you, you don't deserve to win the fight if you're going to just run around the ring like that for 12 minutes. It was an awful fight. Horrendous. And I actually thought John Fury would be the one to come out with excuses again if and when Tyson Fury ever lost. John Fury went quiet, and Tyson Fury came out with one of the, Wilder's excuses are funny. Yeah, I can just laugh at them. I know it's not nice for someone like Mark Breland to have your name dragged through the mud. Certainly not. But you look at some of the other excuses and you just laugh at them. With Tyson Fury, his excuse is just awful. Alexander Usyk only got the decision against me because of the conflict in his country. That's just such a scummy, low-life thing to say. And it's right out of the page of Deontay Wilder in terms of delusion. You become what it is you fight. Yeah, that's a saying. I've heard that saying before. You become what you fight against. And in many ways, I think I even said it at the time, post-fight, with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. That's essentially what he's becoming. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, for 3 flipping years, they froze people, particularly Anthony Joshua, out of the heavyweight division. It was the Fury and Wilder show. For 3 flipping years. That's what it was. They gave us false hope that we'd see an undisputed fight between Joshua versus Fury to pull it from under us. And they knew damn well. There's no way Bob Arum didn't know that when Tyson Fury was going around, saying, I had a chat with Prince Khalif. There's no way they didn't know that when they were telling Eddie Hearn that this fight is guaranteed to happen. August 14, 2021, I believe, was the date they were given. In Saudi Arabia, of all places. They knew that. And both these guys, they give the narrative that they don't like each other, they're enemies. No. They knew exactly what they were doing. And Tyson Fury has become a Deontay Wilder in terms of delusion, in terms of this, that, and the other. The difference between Fury and Wilder, though, is that Wilder just says it everywhere. With Fury, when Alexander Usyk is there, real bully boy mentality. When Alexander Usyk is there, like in the press conference, it was a close fight, I accept the decision, this, that, and the other. Interview with IFL, Boxing Social, I had to knock him out. The judges won't do me any favours. I got robbed last time. That changed very quick, didn't it? What is the problem with coming up with all these excuses? You know, you will always have a fighter who will say, you know, performed bad on the night, maybe I made weight wrong, maybe I had a few little niggles, and normally they'll say no excuse, but this is why, and you know, fair enough. They take what's happened. If they get a rematch, they learn from it. Sometimes they improve, sometimes they don't. How are you going to improve if it's everyone else's fault, if it's everything apart from you? Because how did Deontay Wilder improve in the trilogy fight? Well, what was wrong? He was too heavy second time around. He, you know, let Fury walk him down and made mistakes like that. What did he do third time around? Came in even heavier. And yeah, he was a little bit more game, but I think Fury was worse, and he still let Fury walk him down and stop him. No improvement. Nothing. Now, with Tyson Fury, his rematch with Alexander Usyk hasn't yet happened yet, but he's talking about knocking him out. Alright, so how are you going to do that? How are you going to improve on that? You know, you say in one sense that you didn't think you needed to improve because you were winning the fight. It was too easy, you say. That's another word. It was too easy. I was winning the fight so easy I lost. Yeah, that makes sense. If you're never going to learn from your mistakes, you're never going to improve. So with Deontay Wilder, we've seen it, and I've no doubt we'll see it again if this is the narrative he's trying to run with. With Tyson Fury, on the other hand, he is a lot smarter than Deontay Wilder. I hope and pray that he can make a really good fight out of this Usyk trilogy fight, or Usyk rematch, not a trilogy yet, in December. I am working on a video on Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk, the first fight, film study, what went wrong, and a lot for Tyson Fury, an awful lot. I mean, people saying he won the first round and the third round. I mean, never seen two rounds that you could clearly give to a fighter more so than Alexander Usyk in those fights, in those rounds. But that's my thought. Wilder with the excuses, and now Fury post Usyk with the same excuses. Birds of a feather, they oh so often flock together. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the video, please hit subscribe, smash the like button if you could. All that good stuff. Until next time, peace.